Alright, so hello there beauties. First we're going to start off with the nighttime look, and we are using this e.l.f. Tinted Moisturizer in Beige. Looks like that. And we noticed that it was too light for Dara, so you're going to see me show here how it's too light for her. It was really on the pink side more than on the yellow side, so we went ahead and scratched that all together and moved right into eyebrows. So from the same line e.l.f., we used the eyebrow kit in light, and I decided not to use the powder, but I went ahead and used the wax because it was dark enough for her brows. And Dara has a lot of eyebrows, so she didn't need too much filling in, which is always great. So I went ahead and I just took a spoolie and made sure all her brows were nice and neat. And then I went in using the applicator that came with the eyebrow set, and I just filled in her eyebrows. Also, if you have not seen the first part of this video, me and Dara went to CVS and she showed me how to save on these items. So definitely go to her channel. I will leave a link down below and check out the first part. Alright, so next I started with the eyes, and we used the eyeshadow trio, baked eyeshadow trio by e.l.f. in the color Brown Banaza. And I'm going to use that lightest color for the lid first. And here's a tip with working with baked shadows, that you want to wet your brush. This can enhance the color of the baked shadow a lot. So I did wet my brush before applying this to her lids. This was my first time using the baked eyeshadow trio by e.l.f. and it was really easy to blend, really easy to work with, so I really did like this product. So I'm keeping this color also below the crease. I'm not taking it up into the crease, I'm just applying it to the lid. Flipping my brush over, I'm going into that gold color, and I'm going to apply this to the outer lid. Once again, not going into the crease, just keeping it on the outer lid. And I want to give a special thank you to Chantel for letting us use her makeup bar to film. And now for the crease color, I'm going to use that darker brown, and I'm going to use a dome shaped brush to put this into the crease. And I'm doing this first because that's going to concentrate the color more into the crease, and then you'll see me go in with a blending brush to blend it out. Also, a tip for blending is use little circular window wiping motions. Circular window wiping motions, that's the best way I can explain it, and that really helps to get the color to blend out evenly. When applying a darker color to the lids, always use less, because if it's not enough, you can always build it up and add more, rather than if you add too much, then you have to like wipe it all off and start all over again. So just build it up as you go. So I went in with that lighter color and I used it as a highlight for her brow bone. And highlighting the brow bone just lifts the eye. So next we're going to use this eyeliner and shadow stick in Black Smoke. And I'm going to apply this to the upper and lower lash line. So here Dara asks me, what is the key to getting the perfect wing liner, or to getting a nice wing liner? And I say practice, 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 and patience. This liner though was amazing, you guys. It glided on really easily. It was very creamy, and it was easy for me to blend out. So this liner was a thumbs up all the way. So here I just took a makeup wipe and cleaned up the edges so that it looked a little bit more neat. Alright, so next is the Volumizing Plumping Mascara in the color Black, and I'm going to add a couple of coats to her top lashes as well as her lower lashes. So onto the blush. This is the blush palette in dark, and right now, well right here, I'm doing a little bit of elimination on what colors I'm going to use for her, and I decided that pink color on the end and apply it to her cheeks. So we finished off with a red lip. And this was the final look.
But overall, I'm satisfied with the look. I love the eye. The eye is probably my favorite part of the whole look. The colors were really easy to use as a trio. Really easy to blend out. Really easy to get a simple look with. The eyeliner was really nice. It glided onto the lid perfectly, and it gave you a good amount of pigmentation. Mascara, right up there as well. It had a nice big brush, added that volume to your lashes. So overall, I like the product of e.l.f. Few things I didn't like, but overall, I mean, it's cool. Not bad for the price.
No, not
bad for the price at all.
I would give e.l.f. a thumbs up for price.
Right.
A plus up for the variety of items that they offer.
Right.
But I give it a thumbs down for the quality. Well, not quality. The color selection. The color is nice. I like the color, I'm not going to lie. But I feel like the look would have looked so much better with this burgundy color. If you look, it's not the same.
It's like this with e.l.f., you know? And also, too, about the shades, I feel like if they had a more variety of a shade selection, that would make somebody want to buy their product more. Because if I walk into a store and you don't have my shade and foundation, I'm automatically not going to probably like your whole... I'm not going to want to shop anything else because I can't even get foundation in the product, you know? So it just will make them, you know, get more people to come and, I think, buy from them if they had a wider range. So... And like I said, we didn't have any primer with the shadow, and it still came out pigmented, which was really good. And the blush is good too because you have it on, and it just, even on just the skin with no foundation, it shows up very nicely. Say if you're beauty on a budget, just go ahead and, you know, get your hands on, you know, their shadows, their blushes, and do their lip products. Not bad. So we're gonna do the daytime look. I'm going to be using the 3 products that we got from L'Oreal. I don't have any foundation or anything else to work with. So based off our budget, we're going to work with exactly what we have. So this eyeshadow is called Little Beige Dress, and it looks like that. It's a very pretty pinky color, or like a really nude. I'm just going to apply this to the lid. So second item we're going to use is the Voluminous Mascara. To finish off the look for today, we're going to go ahead and use our L'Oreal Paris was it the Infallible ones? Yep.
Yeah, the Infallible.
So let me guess. Are you supposed to put this part on first? Okay, so
which
this
one
is
one.
one. This says 1.
But that's like a gloss. Wouldn't you have to put the lipstick on first?
That's what I would think, but then this one says 2. You put the gloss on first, let it set, and then put on the balm over it. I think I figured it out. Okay, yeah, that's what that does. It smooths it out.
Oh.
So
and there's not really any color left on there either.
No, not a lot. So I guess if you let it like fully dry, then okay, L'Oreal, not bad. So this is the final look. L'Oreal.
It's not bad for a day look. That's not bad. Like if you were just going to lunch like with your girlfriend, it would be fine. Or like going to the movies.
I would never walk out the house like without eyebrows. Well, I will, but not to go to the movies though. Can I at least get an eyebrow pencil, L'Oreal? $1. Right, so let's talk.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the pros and the cons. First, starting off with the eyeshadow. Actually, I really like the eyeshadow. Like, I thought it glided on really well. No primer, no nothing, and the color is really nice. So, I have nothing negative to say about this, except for part of the price, but $6. But, I mean... the quality of it is great. The next thing we're talking about is the Voluminous Mascara. Now, this is one of my favorites. If you guys ever watch my videos, you know that I love L'Oreal's Voluminous Mascara. It's one of my favorites. It never fails with giving you volume and making them eyelashes pop. So I have nothing to say about this one. And then lastly, this was the one that we had the most fun with trying to figure out. It says number 1, which is the lip gloss. Number 2, which is the lip balm. But we figured it out. But the color on this is really, really good. I would think they'll put more directions on this though.
Yeah.
Directions are right here.
When you peel it, what does it say?
When you peel away the little sticker, it says step 1, apply a thin layer of the lip color onto clean lips and then allow it to dry for 2 minutes, and then you apply the balm side. Maybe they should make it more, you know, we can just read it. Because if you're in the store, you're going to peel this up to read how to use it.
No, if you peel it off, they're going to take you to jail because they're going to think you're trying to steal it.
And then it says, flammable until dry. So don't put this on and smoke a cigarette because you don't go up in flames.
If you're at a bonfire party and you see your crush and you're trying to be cute and you're too
Don't
close to the
do
flame, you go.
Don't do it. So I was like, that's interesting. Caution, flammable until dry. Besides the fact that we were not able to get foundation, powder, eyeliner, blush, none of that. Brows. I mean, we got a lot less, but quality-wise, there's no real complaints, right? No real complaints with it quality-wise.
I'm an extreme couponer, and even I was struggling to get a deal. I was like, are you serious? We can only get 3 things, and I was using the highest coupons, taking advantage of CVS rewards. So I use manufacturer coupons, pick sale items, and use CVS store cash to still get it cheaper. And even using all of those 3 avenues, we only were able to get 3.
But then the question comes, quality over quantity?
That's a very good point. Well, I'm cheap. I admit that I'm very cheap. And I do feel like quality is definitely important. From the couponers aspect, for me, e.l.f. versus L'Oreal, e.l.f. is the clear winner just because price-wise, we were able to get 7 different e.l.f. items under $20, and L'Oreal, we were only able to get 3. So with the e.l.f., we were able to get a full face lip. So in my couponing book, the e.l.f. is the clear winner.
Well, winner in my book. I would have to go with L'Oreal. The reason why I will go with L'Oreal is because they have quality. Like, off these 3 base products, there was nothing to really complain about. And previously, from using their products myself, the variety of shades they have, like in their color line, is amazing. It gives you more options. So I will have to go with L'Oreal, even though their pricing is a little bit more. Quantity, variety, I have to go with L'Oreal.
Over to Dara's channel if you have not seen the first part yet. She shows you, or she shows me, how we can save on these products, so make sure you go over there and check out her channel, and her channel link will be down below. But I learned a lot with this battle of the brands, and maybe we'll do it again. Make sure to thumbs up, leave your comments down below. Let us know if you want to see another collaboration video. But yes, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure to rate, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I will see you in another video. Bye.